We're at Millworks and Millworks.
And we are in Eureka, California.
This is so cool. We're going to show you around. They make millwork. They make millwork to replace old pieces from
Victorian houses. Mm-hmm.
All of these equipment they use is old equipment, and the newest one they got is that one over there, from 1948.
And about 10 years later, in 1878, they came up with this one. And you can see the bottom here looks pretty familiar.
Like a bike?
It's exactly it. This is a bike-powered scroll saw. And this really took off. For one, I can now sit down when I worked, which was really nice. But also, you saw with this one, when I pedal, this saw blade can only go that one speed. The bicycle power made it so that I can control the speed. So I can pedal fast, or I can pedal slowly. So with the scroll saw, this saw blade's really thin, this side is dull, and the teeth are facing me. So I take a piece of wood, I pedal, 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 and then I push the wood through.
So you have different gears to make it go, the blade go.
Woodworking, stained glass, blacksmithing. We do traditional arts classes for anyone 12 and up. And this is how you start to turn. So your little piece of wood goes here and it spins, and you can make like a Harry Potter wand or a pen, things like that. But the 18-foot one back here is how we do columns, balusters, and it's from 1890. It's called a Pittsburgh lathe. It's over 100 years old. Sometimes we'll work on projects that predate electric planes. So you can actually see each time someone was pushing, because it'll stop. So when we're redoing it, we have to mimic those exact same strokes.
It's rolling over the ink here, going onto the stamps, and then there's where the paper should be, and it presses down and makes it.
And Andrew's providing the power to make it all go.
This is called a loom, and you go like this. You press on one of any pedal, and you press really hard.
What happens when you press on the pedal?
It moves one up. And if you don't, they'll go down, and you have to press really hard to get this through. And then,
And what's that thing called?
and it's called
Shuttle.
So this
Shuttle.
is what
And
wool
you
looks like.
pull
We just
really
like shear.
tight.
And we need it to look like
And
this.
now you go like this.
So you take the wool here, it whips through here,
Yeah.
and you
Cool.
have it go through this.
In addition to the main millwork, they have all these little buildings where they teach the ancient crafts to people. They have a foundry shop. This one is a rock tumbling shop where they can make jewelry. That one's a ceramic studio, but I mean, they do ceramics by going out to the riverbank, getting clay, soaking it in water so it's appropriate for making ceramics out of, and then they can either throw it or use molds. And they teach classes to kids, anybody over age 12, and adults. It is amazing, just an amazing property. Here, this is the blacksmith shop where they teach people blacksmithing. They have a building where they teach stained glass making. They have an old wood kiln that they still use. They have garden beds. It's amazing.
Add a little bit of water to help create a vacuum so it can reach into our rainbow. So you had to heat up the iron.
How much water is in here?
How would you have liked to have to pump like that to get all the water that you used? Water to cook, water for your bath, everything. What do you think?
Fun.
Oh, you don't think you'd get tired?
Your mom, they're in here.
No.
Yeah. This is Eric, and he built this whole place.
What do you think of the Blue Ox Millworks, Serenity?
It's cool.
and we all got granola bars. So
Almost everything here he got from other people that were throwing things out, like he saw along the side of the road, picked up from businesses that were closing. It's pretty amazing. We got old logger homes here that he brought in. It used to be, we got old yellow houses with that are Victorians that he moved here that he's planning on fixing up and renting out. So I mean the whole place is amazing with what he's done here.
People can take classes here, but you have to be 12 and over. And Grimmy promised me to take us back here when we're 12.
I want to do more scenes. I want to do balloons, stained glass, printing press, jewelry,
Blacksmith.
wood making.
Ceramics.
So many fun things to do here.
Yeah.